Good afternoon, everyone. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic, coming to you from the cabin here in the White Mountains. It is 62 degrees here today. Beautiful t-shirt weather, but I had a rough night last night, guys. I had no heat, and that was a little stressful on me and the kiddies in the bus. Got down to 19 last night. Yeah, so I woke up at about 3 o'clock last night in the bus, shivering, freezing, me and the kitty cats. Got up, went to go look at my propane heater. Wasn't even on, it turned off. Lifted up the propane tank, almost completely full. I knew that because I just put a new one in yesterday. I held down the starter, the primer, started it, pilot lit. I'm like, okay, turned it on, heat. Why would it turn off? I went to go make sure my CO2 sensor, O2 sensor was still working. The batteries were good. Push the little test button, that worked. But also the heater itself has an O2 shut off too. And I thought, you know, but anyways, so dazed and confused. And it was like 58 degrees inside the bus. I was freezing. I turned on the heated blanket in bed, turned on the diesel heater. And then before I even got back into bed, I heard a click, clunk. Went back to look at the heater, and it was off again. Just randomly turned off. Like, not like turned off because it reached temperature, shut the propane off. Again, turned it back on, pilot light hit, came right back on, lasted 2 minutes, shut back off. It was a rough night last night because the diesel heater on this 40-foot bus does not keep up, especially when it's 18, 19 degrees outside overnight. It does not keep up. It helped. The heated blanket worked a lot. But today, I had to go hop in the truck and take my heater down to Owen's Propane down there, where they took me to the back room. They took it apart in front of me. They hooked it up to a pressure test to make sure my regulator was good. And then they did another test with another propane thing. And he come back and he said, your igniter's dunked up. And I said, well, you know, it's only a month old. Like, I can see, it looks brand new. I'm like, it's only a month old. He's like, do you have pets? I do, I have 4 cats. Well, you know, pet dander can really gunk up these igniters and cause problems. It wouldn't hurt to try to air it out, spray it out. Of course, my compressor's in my shed in quartzite. But right now, I'm doing a test because last night was brutal. Not that I have trust issues or anything, but I mean, before I bring it back in and depend on it, it's been on for probably a half hour now. It's cold here in the shed, so I've just got it set to the 3rd setting here on the thermostat, and it has not clicked off once like it did this morning. So that's at least promising. I'm going to keep an eye on it here. If I hadn't got any news from Owen's Propane about what they thought the problem was, I was getting ready to just buy another propane heater. Now, obviously, it's not going to be practical to buy a propane heater every month. They should last a little longer than that, but I am going to at least tomorrow go out to town, got a bunch of shopping to do. I'm going to get a compressed can of air from the computer section at Walmart, so I can keep it clean and clear and keep an eye on it. But in the meantime, I'm just doing some tests and stuff. Here at the property, we've almost completely finally dried out after 2 weeks since the big snowstorm hit, and it just started thawing everywhere. I mean, not everywhere. The side of the shade over here, really still muddy. But we have rain in the forecast tomorrow, and snow is making a return. That's right, we got snow coming back. It'll be our second bout of a snowstorm. This one hitting a little more widespread the entire country, east to south, and even hitting parts of New Mexico in here at 7,000 feet in Arizona. So ironically, I'm also getting ready to go pick up somebody from the airport, and she's going to get a pretty good taste of what it's like once these roads get snowy, icy, and muddy again. It feels like it was so long ago, right? Diana is going to spend some time here with me, and we're going to see how things go. I have been keeping her updated today about the heater situation. Also, this was another thing I was doing this morning. I brought out my little propane heater fire pit, little red thing. I can't do it though. I mean, I have cats. So if I were to put that in a pinch, you know, if I were to put that in there to try to keep warm, or this one right here, that probably would not be safe, Eric. I mean, hey, I was struggling back in the days, back when I had my old RVs and didn't have a working furnace. I would fire up the stove, the propane stove, and keep warm like that with Jax. He was smart enough not to jump on there, but I don't know about these goobers. I don't know if I trust you. Terra, chunks, my good kitties. Them's good kitties. Yeah, we almost weren't warm enough last night, but you know what was kind of cool is without having a working heater in the bus last night, except for the diesel heater, the kitties, all 4 of them came to the bed where I had the heated blanket on. I had lots of cat attention last night and lots of cat fur. I've already changed my shirt. Good. You didn't want to see my cat fur shirt. So, all right. With that storm coming, the other thing Diana and I talked about is stocking up. So I've got 1 empty tank and 2 partials there. I've also got that one. I've got the one that I'm using in the shed, and I've got a 30-gallon for the main heater right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 possible cylinders of propane. I'm going to top them all off today in the truck. I'm going to go to town. Water's good. What else do we need? Food, water supply. I'm not kidding, guys. Here off grid, these roads can be undrivable. You have to have at least a week's worth of supplies, food, water, and heat for a week in case I cannot get my truck out of here. That's a fact. I have learned that already. So that's what I'm working on today. Hey, I will be uploading this video with some Connecten internet. Check out the video description below for unlimited high-speed internet. There's that beautiful big router up there giving me some juicy internet up here. All right, got all my propane tanks loaded up in the back of the truck to go take care of that. I'm going to get the compressed air. I have also decided that I would like to actually have redundancies as far as the propane heater, because that is the most efficient and effective way to heat here in the winter. So I'm going to order the same one on Amazon that I already have, and that'll be here probably in a week or something. And I can just keep it stored and ready to go in case this happens again and I just cannot trace down the issue, but I need heat. Also, a lot of people always asking about the mini split too. Yes, my mini split system does heat. However, I didn't install it for the heat in the winter because it's counterintuitive, because it's going to pull 2,800 watts at 240 volts all night long when I'm not getting any solar. Which means that one lithium battery that I have in there, the 48-volt lithium 200-amp-hour battery, it'll go dead before 3 a.m. And then everything shuts off in the bus in the winter. I can't run a mini split heat system off one lithium battery. Now, if I had 3 or 4 of those suckers, those big wall batteries, maybe I could make it through the night until the sun comes up the next day. But in the winter, it gets dark so much earlier, and it won't work for me. I will only have heat till 2 or 3 a.m. and then everything will shut off. My fridge, my freezer, all my security cameras, everything shuts off. So I can't run the mini split heater overnight. I could run it in the daytime when I'm getting unlimited sun, but I mean, like I said, it's 62 degrees. I don't need heat in the daytime now. When the summertime hits, it's going to be a really good test to see how the mini split does set to air conditioning 24/7. And yes, I will run the air conditioner mini splits all day and all night out here off grid. That is because the solar stays longer. You know, we're still getting solar up until 9 o'clock in the summer. And the sun comes up earlier, 6 or 7 a.m. to start recharging those batteries. And the mini split is not going to work super hard at night with air conditioning compared to heat. Heat, it has to heat a lot more at night because it's colder. But in the summertime, the air conditioner, it gets colder outside. So the mini split's not going to have to work as hard at night, meaning it's going to cycle on and off and not drain my battery overnight. That's the idea with the mini split. But yeah, remember redundancies and stuff like that. So yeah, let me go take care of some errands and then get camp ready for our visitor. Yay! It's been a long time since I've seen Diana. A long time. This thing puts out so much freaking heat, guys. I love this little porch heater here. on my actual porch. There has already been some significant changes talking with Diana today, and this wasn't even my idea. I don't trust meteorologists. I could probably be a better weatherman than any professional getting paid just by looking up at the sky. But Diana is raising some concerns about the impending storm coming, the moisture and the snow and the low temperatures, and she thinks that we might get stranded. So she's flying in tomorrow morning, and I'm leaving tomorrow morning also. She's going to fly from LA to Phoenix. I'm going to pick her up in Phoenix, but there is technically, and Kevin told me about this, there's a flight that'll take you, it's a small little jet that'll take you from Phoenix Airport to the tiny little regional airport here in Show Low, which is still 38 minutes away from here. So I still have to drive 38 minutes versus 3 hours and 16 minutes to the airport in Phoenix. So Diana's going to fly in tomorrow. I'm going to pick her up, and we're going to be here tomorrow before crap hits the fan, if you know what I mean. Okay. Geez, that is almost too warm. That is ridiculous. Turn that sucker down. That is like burning my face. That thing works well. Be interesting to see how fast it goes through propane, though. So, all right, I'm going to pack up. Truck right there. You can't see it. I got a lot of work to do tonight to get ready to leave by 9 a.m. tomorrow to go pick up Diana. I finally get to see my girlfriend. I have a girlfriend, guys. You know that? It's been a while on this channel. I'm excited. Cool. Then we'll get back up here. We'll enjoy some cold, rain, snow, a little bit of everything, and we'll go from there. All right, let's turn this sucker off if I can remember how to do it. It probably takes 2 hands. Nope, there we go. All right, cool. Here we go. See how the kitties are doing here in the Nauti Bus, and see how the, hi chunks, how the, oh, I got a little boot mat for our boots. We're not tracking mud all over the place. But yeah, so I got the diesel heater on right now, and I'm getting ready to switch over. Hi, Tara. Opie's in the shower. You okay? Oh, because look, the diesel heater vent is blowing right here. You're a smart boy. You're a smart cookie, dude. That's pretty smart, but I'm going to turn it off. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn that guy off. There we go. You better frickin' work, I'm telling you. You better work. See here. There's the pilot. See it? See a little blue flame? All right, I'm going to let go. It's still lit. There we go. There we go. I'm going to clean up a little bit here. I even went to the laundromat today, washed all the sheets on the bed. Just for you, Tara. I did it just for Tara. Diana's really picky about clean, good-smelling sheets, so we're good to go. Heated blankets on her side over there, ready to go. I got her coats hung up here, and that's a box that she shipped with her winter clothes so that it's ready. And then her beautiful vanity here with the really nice mirror that she made there for all her stuff. And then there's storage underneath and storage behind here for more stuff. And so yeah, that's her closet area. This is my closet area with my Harley shirts and pants and boxers. So yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna tidy up. I'll let you know how the heater does overnight tonight. And I did order another Procom, the same exact model. Oh, that's weird. I thought this one was in white, and I just ordered black. I just ordered a black one, so I ordered the same one. Okay, cool. I ordered the same one as a backup. All right. See you in the morning. And good morning, everyone. I got my big cup of coffee for the road. It's going to be quite the journey. We're going to go from 34 degrees this morning here in Show Low to 76 down in Mesa, Arizona. It's going to be a nice little drive. By the way, the other reason why Diana didn't get the extra $100 ticket from Phoenix up here to Show Low is because she got a smoking hot deal on the one ticket. That her LA to Phoenix ticket was $24. 24 bucks. I have never heard, and it's like a 3-hour flight. No, I don't think it was that bad. But anyway, she got a really good deal on it, so it's like, okay, I'll drive down there and I'll get some warmth for a day and enjoy it, and then I'll take her back up here to the crazy weather of the mountains. It's gonna be a good drive. I'm gonna put some tunes on. Well, good morning, everyone. It is the next day. I captured somebody Diana and I have been apart, I believe it's been 3 months.
3 months.
But that was not planned. There's just been a lot of changes going on. We were so close in quartzsite. We were so close another time. Diana's getting a little taste for the cold here at Taterland, and it's not even cold. Last night's low was 39 and we didn't even freeze. Today it's going to be in the 50s, cloudy. We got some rain. The ground's a little wet, but not muddy like you and I have seen. And we haven't gotten snow yet. But Diana and I have been catching up. We had a long drive back from Mesa yesterday after hitting the hot tub at our friend Dora's resort there. That was awesome. And it was like 75 degrees.
Yeah, it was so nice in Phoenix.
So that was a good break for me. But yeah, Diana and I are going to do some stuff off-grid here for a little bit. And we've been catching up. It's been very, very nice to see her and hang out with her. Yes. Reunited here at Taterland. So we're going to work on some projects here. Plan some stuff out, and I'll get back to you in a couple days. Okay? Got some good updates coming. Internet, our new router, working great there from Connecten. Got some new cameras to put up around the property, and we're gonna come up with a itinerary. We're gonna come up with our list of stuff to do in what order. Gotta do a dump run. Yeah, I'm gonna walk Diana around the property and show her everything now that it's not freezing. But
the ground feels really hard.
Yeah, the driveway's doing good, but if you walk over there, you're gonna sink in that stuff.
So it did help a lot either way, the rock.
Yeah, it pushed all of the rock and mixed the dirt with the rock in the driveway.
Yeah, you can feel it. It helped.
It definitely helped. So how long are you gonna last before you want to go back to California? Well, the house stuff doesn't need you right now, right?
No.
So
that stuff is on waiting right now. Yeah, so it's on waiting, and it's gonna take a while for the process of the house and stuff. So I have a lot of time to do whatever I want.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can be here as long as I want.
All right. Well, we can start working on the shed. We got some bus stuff we could do.
Yes, I wanna finish working on the vanity area and my closet. So I didn't get to finish that before I left. Oh, it is.
Yeah,
here.
come over to the middle part still, and it's going to attract to your boots now too.
Okay.
But yeah,
we have a lot of projects we still need to do in the bus that we can work on.
And if we want to, we can always just hop in the truck and go on a little trip or go to town.
Yeah.
Do stuff. I'll update you also in the next video as today's rain in the afternoon is supposed to slowly turn to snow overnight, and then some snow tomorrow. You never know. It could just be rain. But we'll let you guys know when we get back. It'll take a couple days, and we'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.